During the Pledge of Allegiance,
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, nice warm Kansas August day. Have you had a chance to look at the minutes?
I have. I had no corrections.
I have none, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, the motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Mr. comments and committee reports. Go ahead.
I have none.
I have nothing. I do want to point out we are having a special meeting tomorrow to work on the budget at 10 o'clock in the morning. Is there anything?
Yeah, right here in the commissioner room. Anybody who wants to come in. I would mention, of course, the county fair is this week. It starts tonight, runs through Saturday night. And for people who haven't, there's a lot of people watching this who are interested in the meeting and they're already familiar with the county, but it's a really good family wholesome event. And bring the kids out, even if you aren't in the agricultural community, they'll enjoy it immensely. So I look forward to seeing new business before the board. Roger Jetton, what?
Anything in the folder?
I got one thing, but Roger first.
I don't know what order they're on there, but I have actually 3 issues related to 2 items. The first is, and I will hand out copies of the field check report. I'm sorry, I got used to running 4. We did a field inspection on the 2020 off-system bridge. Pass one on for the record. And we are, as all of them are, 5 months behind schedule, but we're currently on schedule 5 months behind with everyone else in the state of Kansas, and we want to maintain that position because that improves our chance of funding, just like what the airlines often do. They over project, and so funding has a possibility of running out, and so we want to stay on task. There is I emailed you all a contract for geotechnical engineering. The plans are pretty well underway. They're ready to go, but they have to find bedrock, and so there are 2 firms, Geocom and Geosource, Terracon and Geosource, that have submitted proposals for doing this work to come on site and do the geotechnical work for the final bridge structures. Of the 2, David Beach with Schwab and Eaton recommends approval of the Geosource bid. That bid is for a 50-foot boring at a lump sum fee of $9,000. And if they require more to get to bedrock, then it would be $24 a foot. That is a minor add-on for additional depth if required only. The Terracon has a higher initial price and a lot of additional questions as to why that might cost you additional money if they get on site. Plus, they want us to fend for making the site more accessible for them. Those are all issues that we'd rather not have to deal with. So I would recommend that we approve the contract with Geosource for geotechnical work on the bridge. It's KDOT Bridge 11.9 F.3, and authorize them to proceed with Geosource.
Have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the Geosource. Is it Geosource?
Yes.
after 55th, is that correct?
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman.
Moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Passes 3-0.
And I will.
Do we have a contract or something to sign?
We do have a contract to sign, and I will give that to, actually, you want that now? That's the contract that needs a signature. That's the spot right there. It just has a spot for one signature on it.
Should I get this back to you or should I give it to you?
I would give it to the clerk.
Okay.
The next issue,
This is Terracon, not Geosource.
what's that?
Is this Terracon
Oh,
Geosource?
get me.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Terry.
It would not have gone that way anyhow. It would have been caught. Both contracts are right here.
Just send me a blank check and I'll sign it.
Down where it says notice to proceed, and I'll fill the rest of that in, which is going to authorize them to proceed.
I'll signature, okay. I'll get it right eventually. There you go. Glad you got full stuff in, so whatever.
And I will get with Kaylee and make sure
Okay.
that the right people are notified. The second deals with the two West Star Energy bridges that they have asked the county to deal with. I know I presented most of this to you last week. In the meantime, what I did is I spoke with Martin Construction, and I also spoke with the representatives for West Star. And what they have done is they have adjusted the contract so that the total amount that they pay you is equal to that which we are getting it done for. And so I know it was only $350 difference, but they have now adjusted the contract to include that additional $350. So the amount they pay you up front is still more than 50% of the cost. And then when the bridges are completed, they will reimburse you the remainder of it to that total amount. So what I'm asking you to do is, number one, approve this contract with West Star for payment and improvement of those two bridges, and then additionally approve the change order to Martin Construction for repair of culverts to include these two bridges in the work that we've already approved for them.
Okay, so we actually have two votes.
I would need probably two motions. One first to approve the West Star work.
Okay. So the chair will entertain a motion to approve the culvert improvement agreement made between the county and West Star Energy. West Star.
I shall move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Okay, then we need a motion. Is there? You have a signature page for this.
I do, and I will.
And I have the online version.
And the next issue is the Martin Construction contract change order to change theirs in the amount of $36,800 for the installation of these two bridges. The county will still provide the culverts for them through our own purchase, but for the labor only on it, it's this $36,800.
request for this.
Do you want this here back?
Sure. And I emailed this all out to all of you, so you should
I have
have
it.
copies of that to deal with.
Nice look at it beforehand. So the chair will entertain a motion to approve the work by Martin Construction.
So move.
I'll second it.
Move and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I should be ready to vote. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I do not have a separate contract for that. I have their quote, but we can prepare one from that. Okay?
Anything else, Roger?
That's it.
That was painless. Well,
Thank you.
okay. I have one item here. I got a purchase order. We discussed this last week. We're sponsoring the Atchison area Community Foundation kickoff, $250. Chair will entertain a motion to approve.
So move.
Is there a second? Hearing none, a second. I'm going to second it for discussion purposes. So any further discussion? Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Passes 2-0.
2-1.
2-1, I'm sorry.
And that is tomorrow night, 5:30 to 7?
Well, yes, please.
I wouldn't sign it because I voted no, correct?
Okay. Old or unfinished business before the board. No vetting. County councilor updates.
I would like to have an executive session. There are two legal matters to be discussed. They could go in the same.
Both client.
They're both attorney-client.
How much time do we need?
15 minutes probably.
Someone make a motion.
I shall move, Mr. Chairman, have executive session.
He's going to read the.
Now, on the both attorney and client, that can we put them under one, or do we have?
It's a consultation with your attorney on a matter that would be considered privileged. So yes.
Okay.
they have to be together.
I'll move that the Board of County Commissioners recess into executive session at 1:15 p.m. for consultation with an attorney for the public body which will be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship as allowed by K.S.A. 75-4319B2, and that the purpose of that closed session is to protect the confidentiality of the discussion, that the board come out of the executive session at, you said 15 minutes? At 1:30 p.m. in the commission room, first floor courthouse, and those present will be the three commissioners and Pat Henderson, County Council.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
It's moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. We'll be in executive session. 30 seconds. Okay, we're back. Anything else, Pat, with the county council updates?
No.
Okay. Looks like we're pretty much done to the public comment, Mary.
Oh, I was just wondering how the budget's going. I see you're.
Well, we'll be working on it tomorrow.
Yep, I got that notice.
So, come ask me tomorrow. Well, we're working on it, and we're doing the end. But there's just it's always the last little details.
Okay.
So our plan is to publish Saturday, as of today.
All right.
So,
I'll go back and write a story out of it. Put in there.
Anything else? Okay. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn at 1:37 p.m.
I shall move.
Second.
Move to second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
It's 1:32. Just
1:32. I'm sorry.
Nope, it's fine. I just want to make sure the record knew that
Okay.